Hello? Thanks for joining us again on the channel. This one's been on my radar for a while, and now, thanks to a friend who got his hands on it, I finally get to share the experience with you. Before we get started, feel free to check out the discount link in the description and the pinned comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer decided it was time for an upgrade after their long-serving modem and router setup started showing its age. Their previous system had reliably handled a surprisingly heavy load for years, supporting multiple computers, a busy home office with several wireless printers, streaming devices, and various smart home gadgets. Recently, however, our reviewer noticed that printers were constantly dropping off the network, and their internet upload speeds had slowed to a crawl, prompting a call to their service provider. On the recommendation of their internet company, this client opted for a high-end modem and router combo. While it was a considerable investment, it was comparable in cost to buying separate top-tier units. The first thing they noticed upon unboxing was its sheer size. This all-in-one unit is significantly larger than their old equipment and requires a good amount of ventilation and shelf space. Getting it up and running wasn't exactly a breeze. The reviewer found the quick start guide a bit confusing and ultimately had to call their internet provider for help with the final activation. Once online, though, the performance was a night and day difference. Download and upload speeds saw a massive boost, and the Wi-Fi signal was incredibly strong, providing solid coverage throughout their multi-level home and even out into the yard. The experience wasn't without a major hiccup, however. Soon after setup, the email client on their main desktop computer stopped working. This led to a very frustrating troubleshooting process involving long calls with multiple tech support teams. The issue was finally resolved when the device's own support staff guided them through a full factory reset. It seems a glitch during the initial configuration was the culprit. In the end, our reviewer is very impressed with the power and capabilities of this device, but the difficult setup and software bug were definite frustrations.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer started their journey as a complete home networking rookie, frustrated with the inadequate Wi-Fi coverage from their internet provider's gateway and mesh pods. Despite having a high-speed connection, the signal in their large, two-level condo with thick walls was poor, and dead zones were a constant issue. Looking to fix this, our reviewer sought a single, powerful device that combined a modem and router to save precious living room space. They settled on a particularly robust, though more expensive, gateway, hoping it would be a lasting and future-proof investment. The setup process for this modem-router combo was refreshingly easy, handled entirely through a smartphone app. The performance jump was immediate and substantial. A gaming laptop situated a room away saw its wireless speeds more than double, providing a much more stable connection for work and play. While the new unit on its own managed to push a weak but consistent signal to the farthest end of the house, a significant improvement over the previous dead zone, it still wasn't quite enough. To complete the setup, this client added a simple extender halfway, which boosted the signal to a strong and reliable speed, perfectly suited for their smart TV, doorbell, and various other devices. One small compatibility issue arose with their cable TV service. This particular gateway was not equipped to work with their main wired TV box, which required a technician to diagnose. The solution was simple, swapping the wired box for a wireless one from the provider. Now the only minor quirk is a slight delay when the TV's first power on. Despite that small inconvenience and the significant hardware investment, our reviewer is incredibly happy and proud of the final result, enjoying the powerful whole home coverage they needed.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer had enough of their old modem router combo when it started dropping connections and the USB port gave up the ghost. It was time for an upgrade, and the priority was finding something with robust USB capabilities and a higher DOCSIS rating than the previous device. After some serious research and feature comparisons, this client settled on this particular router. One of the things that stood out was the companion app. Our reviewer found it incredibly useful for initial setup, walking them through the activation process. Beyond that, it's become a handy tool for monitoring the connection, managing connected devices, tweaking network settings, and generally keeping an eye on things. It's a free download, which is a nice bonus. The initial setup wasn't entirely smooth sailing, though. This client mentioned that the device kept resetting itself to factory defaults, forcing them to start from scratch multiple times. It was frustrating enough that they almost threw in the towel, but luckily, the final attempt worked like a charm. Everything was configured, and the device was finally up and running. Since then, it's been smooth sailing. Our reviewer has been particularly impressed with the strong and stable connections to all their devices. The USB 3 port on the back is being used to stream media from a 5 TB hard drive to various devices without any lag or buffering issues. The Wi-Fi is noticeably stronger and faster than before, and the DOCSIS 3.1 capability offers some future-proofing against potential ISP upgrades. This product also comes with a trial of their security software, which is a nice touch for those concerned about online threats. While this client isn't currently using it, the option is there if needed. Overall, this client is very happy with this purchase and is hoping that it will last longer than the previous one.
That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Let's chat in the comments. See you in the next one.